Hello Libra, welcome to your October reading, special Halloween edition. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Libra, you've got the apple, risk and reward. Apples, of course, have been part of mythology for a long time. The story of the poison apple and Snow White, the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, and of course the Christians' tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. So the apple, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Perhaps you're hedging your bets, not trying anything new. Do you want to change but you're not willing to change anything? Libra, are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much? Questions to ponder. The energy around you, the other person actually, I feel is protection. So the person around you provides you with some kind of shield, some kind of protective energy. The archetypal guardian of Greek origin, Hecate, was the goddess of magic, witchcraft, the night, the moon. She was the only child of the Titans, Perseus and Asteria. And she became the embodiment of the triple goddess, maiden mother crone, with far-reaching powers and a wealth of wisdom. So you look upon this person, Libra, as wise and providing you with some kind of protection. You may even be asking this person for advice. It could be a mother figure as well for some of you. The overall energy here from the dark mirror is this me? There's an energy around this of not recognizing yourself and acceptance, needing to accept yourself. There's a feeling here of not being sure, perhaps feeling a little bit lost, not knowing who you are as a person. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative energy. It's just a question here about liking who you are, making no excuses, because the choices that have been made are yours alone. So taking responsibility for choices and recognizing that that is how you got to this point. Needing to accept that you've made some kind of choice here. Okay, let's see where this goes, Libra. Risk and reward. Perhaps you feel like you need to take that there's something else for you, that there's something more, but yet it's a very risky move and you're not sure whether this is going to be the right thing to do or not. We'll see where it goes. For you, I have the Thoth Tarot. I've got the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, so someone around you who does provide that more nurturing kind of energy, that stable force. For the other person, I'll be using the Vampire deck for Halloween, and we have the Page of Wands there, so let's see. And this can be vice versa, so whatever side resonates with you, Libra, that's your message. So let's take a look. Libra, we'll start with the past, where you currently stand. We'll take a look where you hope to stand with this in the future, how you are viewing this person, your doubts and fears in this situation, your challenge, and one card for the outcome. And let's take a look at the other person. Their past energy, where they currently stand, their hopes for the future, how they're viewing you, Libra, their doubts and fears, their challenge, and one card for their outcome. Okay, Libra, let's take a look. For you, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, so a lot of inner conflict here. This is past energy. It's the opposite of acceptance. In this, I feel that this is very much a reluctance to accept the part that you've played in your circumstances. You may be fighting with this other individual as well, petty squabbles, that kind of thing. Nothing too major, but I feel most of the battle is within. Now, their past energy is one of sacrifice, perhaps feeling like a victim in some way. There's a feeling around this of being on hold or being kept on hold, but it's not something that they wanted. They feel like they're not in control, that they're not able to take control of their own situation. They feel like, well, I get it mainly as some kind of aggressive action. They feel this aggressive action, I've got it from you towards them, keeping them in limbo, keeping them from moving, almost like enmeshment or entrapment. And of course, this can be vice versa. Where you currently stand with this, we've got the Judgment card, but it's Judgment in reverse. So at the present time, it's a question of whether or not this risk that you feel ready to take here is worth is worth what reward you could possibly get from it. Because I do feel that there's something that you need to look at in your past. There's not a lot of self-awareness when it comes to how you've gotten here, the choices that you've made. I get that you need to accept the part that you've played in your current circumstances and start to learn from past mistakes, to learn from things that have happened in your past here, Libra, that have not played out well for you. It is about moving on into the next phase of your life, feeling more at peace, having left behind the conflict, left behind the baggage, difficulties that you've been struggling with. But I get a refusal around you, a refusal to let something go. You don't want to step through that doorway into the next part of your life just yet. This is holding on to the past, holding on to past mistakes, not letting them go, not learning from them, and not releasing them. Yeah, let's have a look and see where the other person currently stands. They have the Five of Cups in the reverse. There's a recognition around this other person that their focus is solely on the future. So where there was this feeling of being in limbo, of being in this stuck situation, not out of their own, they felt like it was not out of their own, it wasn't of their own doing, if I can speak properly. It wasn't of their own doing. They felt that this was put upon them, this hold, because of this conflict that you're going through. But now I get them very focused on the future. There's no looking back at the past. This is someone who is able to process, because I get them here as someone who you see as wiser than you. So they have processed this situation, released it and moved on. But I don't think that you have, Libra. Where you hope to stand with this in the future, we have the Six of Pentacles. So there's a feeling of a successful outcome here if you can get it together. More equality in the relationship, something where you feel there isn't this mismatch of giving and receiving. Perhaps this other person has been giving more and you haven't been giving enough or haven't felt like you've been able to. And there's a situation that you feel in the future is going to be more equal, or you'd like it to be more equal, open to giving and receiving. Of love, I don't feel it's about money here. I'm picking this up as emotion. Now, for them in the future, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So for them, the thing is, I do get a feeling around them of wanting to return to a situation. Now, I don't think it's towards you, I have to say that, Libra. I feel it's towards something else. I get an energy around them of a return to a past situation after kind of cutting their losses here, recognizing that there's something that they're not getting from you. Let's see how you're viewing them. You've got the Hierophant. So you're in a position here where you see them as someone who can teach you a lot. I get this as someone who is a very spiritual person, someone who can provide you with the knowledge that you seek, and very traditional as well. This person has very traditional values. This is about structure and rigidity, but not in a bad way. You know, I don't feel that this is someone who is seeking to control. No, it provides structure. This relationship or this person provides you with this base, solid base of tradition, values, wisdom. Whereas if you didn't have this person, Libra, I feel like you could go flying off into the ether. Let's see how they're viewing you. Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. So they see you as someone who is lacking in confidence at the present time, being irresponsible, not taking responsibility for your actions, and certainly not thinking in terms of your age. You know, I get this as a lot of immaturity. So they see you struggling. They see you as someone who hasn't gained that place in life where you feel settled, where you feel that you've achieved a certain amount of status, success. But again, I get that this is something that you can avoid by these choices, the choices that you make. But the thing is, I get this energy around you, Libra, of you don't know, you don't really have this good idea about who you are. Okay, doubts and fears. We've got the Two of Cups in reverse. Getting this back on track, you know, is there enough love here? I do feel this is a soulmate connection. There is love between you, but there is a situation in which there is a battle about being kept on hold, things not progressing, this limbo land. And I get that this person may walk away here. I don't think that they want to, but it's like you repeating a past mistake or doing something that you really should already have let go of, learned from and let go of. Forces their hand, really. But you are looking to achieve a successful outcome in your life. You are looking to be the Emperor in the upright. But it's just that there's something here that is preventing that. Let's see what the other person's doubts and fears are. They've got the Tower in reverse. Yeah, with this one, it's definitely a fear of change, a fear of upheaval. This is someone who is looking for security and stability. This person around you. And I feel that when it comes to this partnership, you seem to be on two separate pages. You don't know whether you could be this person's emperor or empress. Let's take a look and see what your challenge is here. Yeah, the Tower in reverse for you as well. So fear of change. You know, when we talked about risk and reward earlier, it did speak about that. Looking at how risk plays out in your life, hedging your bets. Wanting change, but yet not really wanting change. It's such a strange energy that I'm getting around this reading. You want change, but yet you don't want change. So for you, it is about, if you want there to be change, then you have to make some kind of drastic change, and it involves this other person. They don't want that to happen. And then I feel that if you make that happen, then you're going to have to deal with the outcome of that, deal with the consequences. But is this something that does need to be broken down? The challenge for this other person, they have the High Priestess in reverse. So when it comes to their intuition, there's something that their intuition is speaking to them about regarding the situation with you that they may be ignoring. They need to dive deep here and listen. Listen closely and pay attention to their intuitive pings, information that is trying to reach them. Something going on here. I feel like you're repeating something from the past, repeating a past event. Let's take a look at the outcome for you. Yeah, you've got the Three of Wands. I do feel that you're looking outside of this relationship, externally, for something more, something else. You're just trying to weigh up the risks here, risking this relationship for something else, and will it be rewarding? Will it be worth it? Will this something else you want be rewarding? Well, that's the thing, you know, if you're coming from a place of judgment in reverse, it tells me that you're not thinking clearly and you're not learning from the past. So what is it that you're looking for? The outcome for this other person is strength, yeah. They're strong enough to handle this tower. Libra, and I have a feeling that for you have to make a choice about where your future lies, this vision that you have for the future. Is it with this person, or is it somewhere else? You know, I do think though that this person does provide you with that stable basis, that rock, that foundation. And you know that if you choose this other direction, that foundation will be gone. This other person is strong. I feel that they can handle it. Although they're fearful of this tower event, I do think that they can get through it. Because they are that they have gained that knowledge. This is someone who is wise, knows what's up with you. They know that there's something going on with you here. I'm picking it up as a lack of responsibility, a lack of maturity. And there's something that you're not learning from. Not a lot of self-awareness around you. And the self-awareness is you don't know who you are. And it's causing you to, I feel, try to find yourself. I mean, that's a cliche, isn't it? But that's kind of how I see this. We could be talking about someone going through some kind of life crisis here. Oh, Libra. We'll see where this goes in part 2. I hope that you join me there if this is resonating. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be available on the Vimeo channel. It'll be about another probably 45-50 minute reading. I swear this one's going to be a rough one for me, for sure. I'm sure if this is resonating with you as the person, as Hecate here, that the thing is to remember that if this is you, you are strong enough to get through this, and this is not about you. It's about the other person and what they're going through. So that will give you strength. It's not you, it's not that you're unworthy of a relationship, it's that this other person doesn't know who they are. So we'll look at this in part 2. Again, the link is below in the descriptions box. Please join me there if this is resonating. I'll be pulling out a lot of clarification cards and looking at some oracles for some advice as well. If you would prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. I hope to see you in part 2. If I don't see you there, I wish you all the best with this, Libra. Please have a happy and safe Halloween, and I will speak to you again soon. I'll see you in part 2. Bye for now.